All right, here we go. Hopefully this is working. If it is, y'all tell me, please. There we go. Try to get a few more people in here. Maybe. Let's see.
I'm gonna stand here for a second. I'm just praying. Just ignore me.
You're fine. That was Jeff. Hey, how are you? Hello from Connecticut. All right, we've got 8. Let's see if I can get a few more before I start my exciting news for the year. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. There's my Scotch fist. All right. See if we can get a few more. Hi from England. How are you? That's okay. I'm sorry. It's 1 o'clock there. We actually just got off work. It's only 5:30, I think. Here, I don't even know what time it is. All right, guys. So you guys all know I'm Jessica from Graffiti Grooming. I'm here today. I know I missed a lot of December. That was a very, very crazy month. But I am excited to tell you guys we have a lot of new stuff coming this year. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you guys feel better. I think I remember messaging you back earlier, Eugene. Um, I'm gonna start trying to do lives once a month. Eventually, I gotta get in the programming of this. This is really weird. I have an iPad so I can see my YouTube. I have my camera, and I've got all my stuff here. So just bear with me. But we're gonna try to do lives once a month to answer questions. Eventually, add in some grooming videos so I can answer questions per video. That way, if you guys forget to ask a question, then you know. We've got Ken, my dude from Jim that sells his amazing scissors. He's going to be coming live with me January 16th. It's on a Sunday, and we're going to be doing a little uh, like a blade tutorial on how to take care of your blades. Hey, April, the kids are good. We did have a pretty good holiday, not too bad. I hope you guys had one too. And then we're also I'm starting an all natural skincare. I don't know if you can see that. If it'll clear up. Come on, focus better. It wants to be stupid. Maybe if I hold it back more? No? Maybe you don't like red. Nope, it doesn't like any of them. Anyway, there we go. Anyway, it's Nevetica. It's a natural vitamin line. I get a lot of questions from my customers on what's the best thing to use, and I use them for my kids, or my kids. They are my kids, my dogs, and they really enjoy them. So anyway, we're gonna be implementing that in March. I've got a groomer tip / blade care conference coming. We're gonna do it here at the shop. There's just a whole bunch of different stuff coming. I'm gonna redo my mad minutes and all that, but I just wanted to get on here and let you guys ask any questions you wanted to and see how everybody's doing. I'm happy I'm live too. This is a little weird though. It's easier when I can edit my stuff out. Blooper. Let's see. I don't want that up. I want that down. Anybody else have any other questions? What do you need to become a dog groomer? So in the United States, you don't actually have to go to a state accredited school, and you don't have to have a certificate for it. I've taught several people how to groom. I have had 5 students so far. Some local groomers will teach you if they have the patience for it, but I would definitely do your research and find the right person for you. It's one of the reasons I'm doing the YouTube channel, is so that I can teach people how to do it, whether they want to do it at home or professionally. Hopefully that'll eventually I'll get the groove of everything and be able to do it, which is another reason why I want to do the lives and some of the classes and stuff that we're going to be doing. Hope you're doing great. Aw, thank you so much. My holidays were crazy. I had 2 parents in the hospital, not at the same time. One got home and a week later the other one went in. Sick kids. But by Christmas, it was all calmed down. Everything was good. We had a nice little week vacation with nothing crazy. I am sending prayers out for you, most definitely. I hope you guys get better soon. I can do live grooming on my channel. It's not something I've really thought about doing, but I don't mind doing it if that's something y'all are interested in. It's a little hard to do because I run the shop and I groom, so it would be me having to stop and talk to customers, which is fine if that's what you want to learn how to interact with all of that. But yeah, that can happen if that's something y'all want to see. Charging for teaching. So instead of you paying, I do it a little bit different. I don't want to get into all the detail on here, but basically you start lower and work your way up until you don't need my help anymore. More than likely it's allergies. 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. That's kind of what some of this stuff is for, is natural stuff to help with that. They've got skin and coat. They got stuff for teeth. It's called Nevetica. I think I put the link in my bio. I'm not totally sure. I'll end up having more pictures as I do it more. I've got other groomers that are doing it as well, so I'll get some stuff from them and post it and get a Facebook page started. Y'all just be patient with me. Michelle, I have been grooming for about 5 years. And actually, funny story, I actually had a house cleaning business before I started grooming. I cleaned a dog groomer's house for a year, and it took her a whole year to convince me to go to grooming school, okay? And I was like, there's no way, I have allergies. I won't like it. I can't do all the dogs. And then I went and I absolutely fell in love with it. And this is my life's passion. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Annie. And Maggie. Anybody else have any questions? Sorry, I'm a little fidgety. I'm a little nervous. This is definitely different for me. Yeah, Panhandle of Florida. We love it there. One day I'm going to have a shop there and here. Most definitely. In Texas. We like Texas too. I am... Are you talking about the Nevetica, April? That is something, yes. I've been doing a lot of research. Like I said, being a dog groomer, I'm not a vet. I don't have the answer to everything. And if I don't know, I can give you opinions, but I can't tell you this is what it is. So, but I do get asked a lot for supplements or things that will help with itching and these things and that. And I did not want to sell anything unless I tried it first. And so that's where the Nevetica came in. I did some research. I've tried it with my dogs. They love them. I've had other groomers that have tried them and they love them as well. So I'm not trying to be a salesman. I'm just believe in the product itself. I know, LJ. We'll have to make a stop through at some point, maybe. Yes, and I have groomed Dobermans. Not very often. Some people around here don't always have their dogs bathed. I have a few that come in with short hair on a regular basis, but sometimes they just come when the weather changes and they need to go in or out. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Dizzy. I like what you see is what you get. Sometimes I screw up, sometimes I don't. It's just how that works. Thank you, Kimberly. Yes, I'm very much thank Mary Beth for getting me started in this. This is amazing. It's definitely a good way to get my information out there and be able to share my passion with all of you. Baytown. We might could work something out. Do you have a shop there, Patty? I won't argue with that, but there are some things I will not do. Okay, I'll try to do some lives. I can definitely work on that. Like I said, if y'all don't mind the chaos of the shop, I edit some of that out, or I have to stop videos sometimes because we've got customers, and I am a very busy groomer, but I still try to get my hands on each and every dog and stay family oriented with all my customers. So that's a really, really big deal for me. Texas. Jeff and Tara, are they the only people in your shop? Actually, right before Christmas, we hired a new one. Her name is Sabrina. And then I have another interview for a dog groomer on Thursday. And Tara and her sister, she's told you guys before that her sister was a groomer, and that's who she worked with before. They are actually starting their own shop. So she's going to be here for a little bit longer, but she's going to go work with her sister. Her sister actually helps me out on Saturdays too. So she's using that money to save up to get her own other place. And I think that's wonderful. There's never enough good groomers around. Scotch Fist. What'd you say? Yes, I do plan on grooming other animals. I'm not sure what, and I want to do my research before I do it. I've got some ferrets that might be coming in, and I saw some guinea pigs. Really excited to try to do those. I've heard they shed almost as bad as a big full-grown husky, so that'll be fun. No, we did not. Please look into the benefits of. I've heard of diatomaceous earth before. I will definitely do some more research on that, but I have heard of giving that to dogs before. Anything you do for that? I do have a product I use. I get it on Amazon. Cannot think of the name of it right now. I'll try to remember and reply to this message. I will go find it and let you know. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. I don't want to tell you the wrong one. It might be added in the next video somewhere. Who knows? Thank you. Thank you so much. So I did read a comment saying that someone thought I really wasn't allergic to cats. I am allergic. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm going to die allergic, but I am allergic. But I still groom them because there's not very many people in this area that do groom them. And the girls help me. So if my allergies start, I always take allergy pills before we groom them. I know they're coming ahead of time, obviously. So I make sure that that's done. And then the girls will help me with the bath part. It's not the hair cutting part that bothers my allergies. It's once they get wet. So, but yeah, I do enjoy doing that. And I enjoy learning more. I'm super excited to learn more. I've been looking into some master cat grooming classes and all trying to further my own education. But thank you for that. Patty, what area are you from? Maybe I can help you out with that. As of right now, no. Emma has a little one, but I haven't really let them have YouTube channels on their own. I don't think they're quite ready or old enough for that. I'm not even sure if I'm quite ready or old enough for this, but we'll see what happens. Maybe one day we'll have a family channel if it all works out. I just want to make sure that everybody stays grounded and we keep everything kind of separate. So it just kind of depends on how this works out in the next couple of years. Yes, very much. So you guys will be excited to know yesterday I did a video with my parents' dogs. It'll be posted tomorrow or the next day. And I actually was able to show you guys the difference between properly drying a dog and improperly drying a dog and what the grooms look like. So those are the kind of videos, like I'm trying to get more stuff like that. So anytime you guys can think of any video, something you want to see done, or something, if you're an at-home groomer, something you want to see done and haven't seen it yet, let me know and maybe we can figure that out. Thank you, Jessica. Of course, I love your name. Yeah, winning. Thank you for that. I'm always going to be real. There's nothing, no, take it or leave it. Just don't care. True story. Rotato. Yes, most definitely. Props to you for that. That's a lot of work. So it's hard to do too. It's a very emotional job for sure. My brother from another mother. He's awesome. Yes. Does anybody else have any questions? We're getting up there. I'm sure some more people will come in and we'll get some more questions answered. Hey, Alana. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm waiting for more questions. Kind of already spilled out everything I was spilling out. I am super excited about January 16th. Oh, what's your favorite breed to groom? My favorite breed is actually Schnauzers. I don't know why. They're not my favorite breed to own, but they are the most fun up here. And I like the haircut. It's something different. It's not just a shave all over. And poodles. Poodles are fun. You can do something different with them, which is why I own one. I don't know. Anybody else got any questions? It's like super dark outside. Cars driving by. Have you? Okay, so I'm glad you asked that. So there is a thing going around here. Weird noises, weird, I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes you'll hear people talking from the background. Earlier today, we had the door shut and we were all on this side of the shop and the door just automatically opened by itself. So I always say that those lines in my videos, because the only time it happens is in my bathing room, is the ghost of Old Yeller. Well, I say Casper the Friendly Ghost. Scotchfist over here says Ghost of Old Yeller, which I like his better. But I found out today that this used to actually be a fireworks stand and someone was killed here several years ago. So it kind of gave me some goosebumps, creeped me out a little bit. What is my favorite to own? I have a pit bull and a poodle. Pit bulls are probably my favorite. They're the sweetest. They look mean. They look rough like me, but they're not deep down. They're super, super great. They're gentle. She's never barked. Had her for 5 years. I've never heard that dog bark. She's great. And poodles I actually did not like. I thought they were snotty and prissy before I started grooming them, but Hippie's super down to earth. He likes to play fight and play fetch and go swimming. And yeah, those would probably be my two favorites. And mini Aussies. I like mini Aussies. Comment says content made for kids and turn off comments. You know, I'm not really sure, which is one of the reasons why I haven't really let them do it. I have no idea, honestly. I don't want to give you the wrong answer. A Schnoodle. I have another Schnoodle that I do, believe it or not. And I still haven't quite figured out what kind of haircut to give him. He is crazy hyper. He doesn't listen. And he usually ends up getting the same length all over with like a short teddy bear. But I might have to practice some different stuff on him and see if we can't find something else. The mom's a friend of mine, so that might be kind of interesting. You might see a video just because of that. I do not know how to do show grooming. That is something I have not learned. But my kids did used to show AKC dogs, like actually walking them around the arena and stuff. I really don't think I have a least favorite breed. I don't even have a least favorite dog. They're all different. They all have their own personality. Some of them come in here terrified and they just need a little bit of reassurance and love. And some of them need a little stern, this is how we're going to do this. And you're going to listen to me just like my children. But yeah, I don't think I have a least favorite. Yes. Well, I didn't, I promise. I've not forgotten. Dog. Oh, that was Blue. He'll actually be back this week. Yep, we love Blue. He's so pretty. A female Shih Tzu with a litter of 2 equal puppies. She needs a bath. When can I bathe her? Do you live in Oklahoma? Are you you want me to bathe her? Oh, you mean as she's 2 weeks old, when do you want to bathe her? Look, blonde moment. It's cool. You can't use a whole lot of regular soap. I don't know. I used Dawn on mine when they were puppies, just not on their heads, just from their neck down. But I don't know. I don't usually start them until they're 13 weeks, and I don't breed, so I'll find out though. I bet it is. It's cold enough here. I don't want to go to New York. I do want to visit. I don't want to go when it's cold though. Oh, I would love to see pictures. I wonder what that looks like, because I've thought about doing a regular schnauzer cut, and I didn't know if it would look good because he's got curlier. The one that I do has curly hair. He's got more of the poodle hair. Oh, the mom dog. Okay. Not the puppies, the mom. I don't see anything wrong with bathing her afterwards. As long as she doesn't have any, did she had a C-section or something? She's got stitches, you can't, but I don't see anything with bathing her right after. Anything wrong with it? Just be careful around the area. Make sure you rinse where the puppies are feeding really well. You don't want them getting any soap in their system. Yes. You guys have actually, if you've watched my videos, you've seen me get some aggressive dogs that sometimes I need help with. And the only time I've turned an aggressive dog away is if I don't have anyone here to help me, or it's beyond the point, it's to the point where it's hurting itself, and I'm not worried about me. My wounds will heal. But if they're up to the point where they're, choking themselves out or trying, almost passing out, or not that we get to that point, but you get what I'm saying. If they look like they're going to hurt themselves, then yes, I will send them home. But I do always at least try. You're welcome. Sorry I was blonde about that. Totally thought you were talking about the puppies. Do we have any? Oh, there we go. Does your clipper blade still work after that part on the one video? Oh, yeah. So the reason that they were allowed is I needed a new blade drive, which is what I thought. But Jesse came by the next day and changed my blade drive for me. Luckily, my blade guy lives on the way home. Will I do show grooming? So if I ever do show groomings, it would be creative grooming. I wouldn't do a regular show grooming. Not that I don't like to learn those things. I have the books for them. I love learning all different kinds of things, but my excitement is in the creative grooming. So that would be the only way I would do a show. And I still have a lot to learn to be able to do that. That's hard, I promise. I've tried on my poodle. It didn't turn out bad for its first time, but it is a lot of work. My Schnoodle has curly hair. Okay, I might try that on this one. His name is Sebastian. If I do it and the parents say it's okay, of course, just remember I'm thinking of you when I do that video. It'll be a little while because it just came right before Christmas from Atlanta, and I'm thinking about moving to Oklahoma. How do you like it there? I like Oklahoma. It's cheaper to live here. I was born and raised here, so I don't think hardly anybody likes the state that they were born in. I would much rather be by the ocean where it's warm, and my brother lives there. But my other family's here. The schools are pretty good. It's I don't know. I like the country life, so I prefer to live out here in no man's land. I'm like just far enough away from the city that I don't have to deal with the city drama, and close enough that it doesn't take me an hour to get to the grocery store. So I do like that part about Oklahoma. And people are so nice here. You don't get that in very many other states. I've been to other states. I've driven through other states, and sometimes they are just not that nice. We do have a lot of doodles, but it's really not that bad. You're going to have doodles everywhere. It's like it's a designer dog now. It's not a designer dog, but you designer dog. I just send it home, so I understand when that happens. It does happen sometimes, even some of the best groomers. My youngest one, Cadence, she wants to be a groomer when she grows up. She loves the animals. She will come up here when she's not at school and help me bathe, and she asks me questions. She's actually in my video I'll be posting later this week. She was telling me things that I had already taught her. So it was like she was teaching me. It was really cool to watch. And then she was asking me questions, that like really great questions I was not expecting to have from her age, on how to do things. So I'm super excited. The other two could care less. They love dogs, but they do not want to cut their hair. They've watched me fight with dogs and come home bloody from being bit and then tired from bathing everybody, and they just don't want to do it. Alana, I've been grooming for about 5 years now. No kid. My kid is trying to call me. Sorry. Oh, child. What just happened? I lost my screen. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Rude kid. You tell them you're doing something and they still try to call you. Anybody else have any questions? Two Yorkies. So something I've learned with Yorkies is you either have to keep them long or you have to keep them really short. Otherwise, depending on the type of Yorkie hair they have, sometimes when you try like a 4, for example, when I try to use a 4-blade, it just looks wavy and choppy no matter how straight you get the hair. So I'm with you. I like the look of them really long or really short. How is my new trainee doing? She is doing good. I'm not sure which trainee you're talking about. Which one are you talking about? So I have Sabrina's the new bather. She hasn't learned how to groom. I don't know if she wants to. We haven't talked about that yet because she hasn't been here very long. And then the girl that was in the video, I think right before Christmas. I don't remember. I don't even know if I posted that video. I need some sleep. The girl that was in the video before that, she actually used to bathe for me, and I taught her how to groom, and then another groomer helped show her, and she just had a baby, so she came back. Most of the people I train end up going off and starting their own grooming, which I think is great. I mean, it's amazing. I have no hate. Sorry. I'm going to turn my phone off. My kids are driving me crazy. I have no hate, no disregard. There is plenty of dogs to go around in this world. So if I can make sure that someone learns the right way and learns how to handle dogs and train them properly to go out and do their own thing, then that makes me happy. I don't think I've been in very many shops that for some reason are not haunted in some way or another. You ever? So in this shop, I actually just got in June of last year, and I have a 2-year lease, and I really love it here. I really don't want to move. It's a great location. I'm just gonna have to suck it up. He's not that mean. He just likes to open the door sometimes. And Mary Beth's building is actually way on the other side of town. She's actually about 45 minutes from me. So that would be me starting all over. Actually, my very first shop before COVID was 4 miles from here. And when I moved here, I actually almost had to start all the way over. It was too far for everybody. My faithful stayed and followed me here. But probably about a third of what I had didn't technically care about the grooming. They just wanted somewhere close to them. Hey, Bonnie. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So for those of you that joined, because I don't think there was that many on there when I was saying earlier, so I've got some exciting news for this year. I'm going to be doing YouTube lives once a month. We're going to do some stuff like this, and then maybe some learning videos, like showing my YouTube videos and me talking about them, so you guys can ask specific questions per that video. Jesse, my gem guy, he's my scissor person, my blade guy. We're going to be doing a blade care is super important. Let me just chop that off for a second. Okay. Blade care is super important. And if you don't properly take care of your blades, they don't cut the dog's hair right. So we're on January 16th. We're going to have a blade care live. He's going to come into the shop, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, how to keep them clean, how to take care of them. That's for groomers or people at home, either way. And then we're going to talk about having a little conference type thing in March here at my shop. I'm going to be doing a live groom and answering some questions while I'm grooming. And then he's also going to do some blade tutorials. Yeah. And then, of course, the Nevetica, my dog vitamins. My dogs take them. They're great. So we've got that. I'll get some videos and stuff on those as we go along. All right. Question. So what got me into grooming? Someone else. I was actually my first grooming job, but I think I said this earlier. I used to have a house cleaning business, and I cleaned that house for a lady who owned a dog grooming shop, and she's the one that convinced me to groom. It took her a year, but I did it, and I'm very thankful for that. So, Carrie, if you ever watch this, thank you. All right. How many dogs do I typically do in a day? Anywhere from 12 to right before Christmas, we were doing 29 to 30. By myself, I don't like to do more than 16, and that's baths and grooms. That's not all grooms. There's no way. I don't want to do more than 10 or 11 grooms, and even that is like, it's a lot. It's a lot of work to do it the right way and have it done properly and not be stressed out. It definitely has to be put out there. But yeah, the goal is to be able to have some more groomers and take 30 a day and still do my YouTube channel. Not me personally, but as a collective with my group. I want to eventually have a school. So, yeah. Well, if she's watching, she got to read it. Good night. Thank you very much. I've always been a fighter. I never really give up on anything ever, even sometimes when I should. And I don't know. I just like doing it. And sometimes, it's funny, like Tara will come over and she'll have this difficult dog and she's like, Jessica, I just can't do it. So I'm like, okay, take a break. It'll be fine. And I walk over to the table and I grinding nails, for example. She'll try to grind a nail and the dog's pulling and fighting and snapping at her. And she's getting upset and frustrated. So she's like, step back and give the dog a break for a second. And then she'll ask for my help. And I'll walk over and I'll just grab the leg and start dremeling away. And she just looks at me like, how do you do that? I don't like you. So, I don't know. I guess it's natural. I don't know. I just treat the animals the same way I want to be treated. I don't really know how else to explain it. E-Skin, is it a shampoo or something I rub on? It's a shampoo. It's actually a benzol, something like that. It's a hair follicle shampoo. So sometimes their follicles can get clogged, and that's what causes the flakiness and the dandruff. And the follicle shampoo, you let it set for like 10 to 15 minutes and then wash it off. And I think you have to do it like once a week. I can't remember exactly how much it is because I obviously only do it when I'm grooming, and even the one time a month works. But it helps unclog those follicles. But a lot of that has to do with what they're eating, allergies, different things like that. I'm in Choctaw, Oklahoma. So I'm about an hour and a half from Tulsa. 2 hours. Hour and a half if you drive fast. I think I put it in my description. If not, after this video is over, I'm still trying to figure out if it lets me save it to YouTube for you guys to watch at another point. Then I will make sure I get those added in there. But I know the Nevetica stuff is in most of my videos. And then I'm still trying to figure out the Amazon thing. You have to be way up there to get affiliated with Amazon. So I'm trying to figure out a way to put the products I use in there. Yeah, it's a big mess. I don't even want to get into it. It's a hot mess. I am computer and electronic illiterate, and I'm learning as I go. Can help with dry, cracked hands. A&D ointment. Sometimes I'll put that on. If my hands are real dry, I'll put that on before I go to sleep. Coconut oil. I use argan oil shampoo, so I don't usually have that. If you can see my hands, I usually don't have that dry skin issue. I don't know why. I have naturally oily skin, so maybe I got lucky. Thank you. I do like being the alpha. In a nice way, of course. Video on de-shedding a cat and more videos on doing top knots with bows. Yes. So the Mad Minute that I was doing, I was trying to do YouTube shorts, and a lot of people weren't watching them because they're vertical instead of horizontal. So I'm going to be switching them so you can see them the same way you see me right now. And then start uploading those and get those back in the process. Like I said, the end of the year was crazy. I just started YouTube. I was not trying to keep up with everything was a lot. So next year I know what to look for next year, so I'll be better prepared. But yes, I will definitely keep bringing those videos on the little tips and tricks. My Mad Minutes will come back, I promise. Yes, I tell her that all the time. I actually have told her to step back and walk away for a minute. Like, you got to take your breath, which is also why I meditate and learn to let things go. Because if you don't, they definitely feed off of it. They definitely feel your moods. It doesn't matter if you try to leave it at the door or not. If you feel it on the inside, even if you're not showing it, they most definitely feel it. more than anyone else in the room. No. So we had a fence, we paid for it, and then they sold it out from under us. But Tara ended up finding a really good sitter, and so they come in when they need to, but they're not here all the time anymore. Christmas Day and New Year's. Well, happy birthday, Kayla. Mine's in February. My Christmas was good. My kids had a really good Christmas. We enjoyed opening presents and just hanging out with family. I don't know if it's just because of COVID and not being able to see your family for the last couple of years a whole lot, but this year just seemed really great. There wasn't any drama. We all had a great time. We had 5 Christmases, by the way, because all of our families are divorced. I'm divorced. My parents are divorced. So every year we have 5 Christmases. I don't do the every other year between me and their dad. I do my best to work around everyone's schedule. We all kind of work together. So that way they get to see both of us on Christmas Eve, both of us on Christmas Day, both of us on Thanksgiving. I don't steal my kids like that. And New Year's, my grandmother came and spent a couple nights with us, and we watched football for 2 days. And I am not a big football watcher. I'm not a big sports watcher. OU is about the only thing I watch. Go Sooners. Woo woo. But yeah, 2 days of football, I was done. And lots of food. Lots and lots of food. I have 45 people on here now. And 45 minutes. Woo woo. Winning. Oh, one left. My bad. Anybody else have any other questions? All right, I'm going to give about 15 more minutes, and then I'm going to go home and feed my babies. I'm making pizza casserole for dinner, and I got a video to edit, so you guys have something to see. Yay! I'm excited. I think I'm going to start trying to do this at least once a month. We'll sit here and have little chats and answer questions. Ooh, New Zealand. I want to come there. That's cool. I love that. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Nikki. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. So I'm much appreciated. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate you guys too very much. I'm super excited for this next year. I'm also going to try to get more into the holistic stuff too, which I think helps. Like I said, I do the meditations and my attitudes and all that. So I think bringing some of that in here would be good. Thank you, Alana. You have anything else? I was supposed to be getting some smart-ass questions, excuse my language, from someone, and I've gotten 2, and they were not very smart-aleck. Well, thank you. If you ever get a pet and you live near Oklahoma, let me know. I'm glad you watch it, though. That is kind of funny. Wednesday here. Oh, that's cool. You're in my future. I've traveled through time. Whoa. That's neat. I think it's cool to think of stuff like that. Anything else? Bye, Gabrielle. I can't wait to do the Schnoodle cut. Thank you, Maxine. Very much appreciated. You can always rewatch the other ones. They're funny. But I will get some more, I promise. on a dog that absolutely hates his nails done or feet touched? That's a tough one. So I need to get a stuffed animal so I can show you guys some of the different moves that we do to do them. Treats when they behave the way you want them to, and nose or whatever word you use when they're doing something they're not supposed to is probably the most effective way. I can't tell you how many times I've done a dog's nails and I've got him there and he turns over to bite me and I stop what I'm doing and I look him in his face and I say, no, we don't do that. That's not nice. It's not going to happen. We don't do it. We go back again. Try again. He starts trying to bite me again and no, we don't do that. And it's just a consistent, just like a toddler, consistency. Praise when they do a good job when you're done, even if they didn't do the best job ever and you are, I don't know, scratched up or something. If by the end of that time that those nails were done and they finally gave in and they finally gave you what you wanted, you make sure you say, good job, good boy. Because if you make it a negative experience for them, it'll just make it worse. All right, I'm going to give you about, what did I say, about 5 more minutes. If we have any more questions. Yes. So be still is a good one. I use wait. Wait and no, which no is kind of an iffy one. Wait works probably the best in my opinion. But I also depends on what the owners use. I have some owners that do have super trained dogs and they have their own words that they bring me and I use those as well. It's really, so one of the things with grooming is it's gotten such a negative vibe because a lot of people, you don't have to go to school for it. You don't have to be certified. So any Joe Blow off the street can go buy a pair of clippers and say, hey, I'm a groomer, come see me. And then the dog gets cut or they come back, the person is not in the right mindset and they hit the dog or something like that. And so it's given us a bad rep. So a lot of groomers do not really have a lot to do with their customers. I don't by any means go off and talk to my customers on the phone every day or text them every day, but I do. They have a say so. It's their pet. It's their animal. Just like you're dropping your kid off at daycare. You want to know, hey, this is how my kid's acting today. So, let me know, whatever. So I always ask questions, make sure they're comfortable. If they want to stay and watch for a while, they're more than welcome to. 9 times out of 10, they'll watch 1 or 2 grooms and then they're comfortable and they leave and they don't come back until it's time to pick the dog up. But you get what I'm saying? So not shutting the parents out and letting the parents have a say so and, being a part of the whole process really helps a lot. Cadence is already interested, but I don't think the other 2 will now. Emma, my oldest, is real into makeup and hair. So she's been talking about cosmetology. And then my son is so smart. It kills me sometimes. And he has been talking about engineering. So we'll see. Yes. Digging, walking on concrete, footpaths, all that helps keep the nails down. I do have some dogs I don't have to because they're outside constantly, so they don't hardly ever need their nails done. It just kind of depends on how fast they grow and how active they are. 104 pounds, hard to fight. Wait, have you tried? So the calming treats, CBD, getting something that vibrates and rubbing it on, not a Dremel, maybe like something a little bit quieter. As a matter of fact, she didn't take it away. These are, if you can see that, it's a Hyper Tough. I got it at Walmart. It's actually cheaper than a Dremel. It has a light and it's quieter. And I've noticed since I've gotten that the dogs are doing a lot better without that loud noise. And then when you do find something that is vibrating to put on their foot, like an old electric toothbrush or something like that, when they're not fighting you, make sure you give them treats. Like hold it on there, treat, hold it on there, treat. Eventually they will, but some of them are more stubborn. It just takes a while. Fritz, I've been grooming that dog for 4 years, and he still tries to eat me. He trusts me, but he still tries to eat me. Yes, I did upload a video with one of my kids grooming our poodle, actually. Should be, I think it's Cadence's first groom or something like that. It was at Mary Beth's shop. That'll work. I can do that. Yeah, sometimes that works. Sometimes that might, I hate to say this, it doesn't sound very nice, but dogs associate vets with the doctor like little kids do. And so that might be why they're having a harder time with the nails, because they remember going to the vet for something else, and the nails are always included in that. So I would just be careful. For any of you who haven't done that or have thought about taking your dog to the vet, by all means, if he is too difficult for anyone to do, take him to the vet. But if it's not something that you have to do and you can find a local groomer to do it or do it yourself at home, I do recommend it, because they'll associate the vet with the nails, and that sometimes can cause a lot more problems. All right, guys. I have been on here for a while. Next time I might stay a little bit longer, but I am done for today. Oh, look, y'all are going to keep me going, aren't you? I could be on here forever. Yeah, okay, so that's not bad. If he got his nails done while he was out, he doesn't remember that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mercedes, I don't know if she's on here. I haven't seen her on here yet. But Mercedes actually was going through here to see her family for Thanksgiving, and she stopped in and said hi, and we dremeled her dog's nails. So if you would like to do that, you're more than welcome. All right, I'm coming to an end. I love you all. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you December 6th, or sorry, bleeper, January 16th for the blade thing, and I'll still be answering some questions as well. Super excited for you guys to meet Jesse. He's great. He's got an awesome personality. And you guys have a great night. Bye. Maybe. No, bye.